Gibbs told police he drove around the city with the men for a while before they stopped here at the Motel 6, where they stayed for about 10 to 15 minutes and then took off for Pinnacle Bank. We're going to use this melon and a melon that has a helmet. I'm going to drop it from about 10 feet just to show you the impact. That's what could happen. Now I'll take this one and drop it about 10 feet, helmet down. You can see the helmet broke, only suffered a crack. Now that certainly shows the impact. That means they have two panes, one on one side, one on the other side. You can see just hitting it with one of these rocks doesn't do much, but with a little bit of force, sometimes you can break through it. And in the case of these businesses, they only broke through the first part. It looked a bit like this. You can see the sun, but you aren't damaging your eyes in the process. The rules of the game are the same. Set, hut, but the numbers are different. But sometimes teens use it to bully each other. I think the best way to describe this room right now is a little bit of nervous energy. But lately, some thieves have been targeting what's underneath. But guess what? They didn't evacuate the area because a 300-foot radius is safe. Think of it from the perspective of a teenager trying to fill up their car. Ross, it's one of those nights I ask myself, am I really getting paid to do this?
That's certainly turning heads.
Just amazing.
Amazing certainly could describe this.
The drivers are used to me.
And the truth is,
I get a lot of attention.
You really can't miss Michael Maxon riding his trike.
The last time I passed a school bus, all I could see were eyeballs on the windows.
But what makes this stand out is the weatherproof case he made to put on the outside.
It just opens up like a clam. Just like riding a normal bike, you still got to watch out behind you.
But even then, he has side mirrors for that.
When it gets really cold, I might put on side windows.
For now, Maxon rides almost every day from Fort Calhoun.
5:30, I get up and I'm out the door about 5:45.
That's about 15 miles by car. His route actually takes him from downtown at the police station where he works up 16th Street to Ames to 24th Street.
And then I'll dump out on Highway 75 and go all the way to Fort Calhoun from there.
All the while,
that's actually the shortest route, about 16.8 miles.
Sharing the road with everyone else.
They seem to accept me. They just go around me. I don't get honked at or driven off the road or anything.
And his co-workers, well, they have a few names for his mode of transportation.
Print out a NASCAR number and put it on the hood. It's been called a Banana-mobile.
But his reply is simple.
I shake my heads when they're at the gas pumps.
Saving hundreds of dollars on gas and getting a workout in return.
I never get off my bike and think, gee, what a bad ride that was.
Lauren Squires.
It's just amazing.
Channel 6 News.
And as she speaks out for the first time.
Every day, I think about her. Every day.
Nakia Johnson is talking about 16-year-old Ariana Carr.
I miss her a lot.
Who was shot and killed in front of her home October 29th. The two were walking toward the house when they noticed a Nissan Altima drive by and eventually stop as they crossed the street.
We turned around because we thought that they were going to ask us a question because they rolled the window down and then they started shooting.
11 of those shots hit Johnson. She fell to the ground. Ariana lied dying just feet away.
I got up, walked through the gate, and I was yelling at Ariana like, come on sis, we got to get in the house, we got to call the police.
Neighbors rushed to help Johnson. Hours later, she learned that Ariana didn't make it.
And I just think about it because I kind of feel like it's my fault, you know. And people say it's not your fault, you didn't pull the trigger, but it's like, you know what I'm saying, he was after me, you know, and she just happened to be with me.
Johnson says she didn't see exactly who shot at them from the car, but she thinks she knows who did it.
I just can't imagine that somebody will randomly just see two girls walking and like going into their yard and then just was like, okay, well, I'm about to just shoot these girls. And then as many times as he shot me.
Still, none of that will replace the loss of her cousin, Ariana.
Every day, I think about her. Every day.
Now, police have arrested a man Nakia says threatened her with a gun the day before that shooting. The name of that man is Tracy Parnell. Now, when we asked her if she thought Parnell was the shooter that night, she said yes. As of tonight, though, Parnell has not been charged with anything related to this shooting. John and Mallory?
We both love to fly.
It's a perfect August afternoon for Bobby Barber and Alan Lindsay.
We both love aviation.
On this day, their trip to Pittsburgh, Kansas involves 3 special deliveries.
We both have a passion for helping animals.
You see, the two fly for Pilots and Paws. a nationwide group of pilots that volunteer their time and money to pick up dogs in need.
It's great to have them in the back seat.
As they take off at the Millard Airport, a 6-hour journey lies ahead.
It is amazing help.
But to understand the importance of this trip, let's fast forward to 10 o'clock that night.
Touchdown.
Where Debbie David is waiting for 2 dogs and
Weeble's wheelchair for when he gets bigger.
and it's easy to see why he'll melt your heart.
Weeble has a compression in his spine. It's not going to get better.
For now, he's using a makeshift wheelchair made out of a child's stroller.
And we've had pretty good luck with them just laying down in the back seat.
And for the past 6 hours, Barbara and Lindsay have been busy.
I think so.
Picking up 3 dogs and that wheelchair.
He was to be euthanized 3.5 weeks ago.
And the several hundred-mile trip is worth it.
Oh, little man.
Their efforts are giving these 3 dogs a second chance at life.
Look at new friends.
Lauren Squires, Channel 6 News.